Now the honest, condensed version of the President's State of the Union speech.
My fellow Americans, tonight marks the 8th year I've come to report the State of our Union. I want to make it a lot shorter, so I'm going to focus mainly on my accomplishments. I don't want to talk about next year, because it looks like things are getting pretty bad out there. So I want to talk about the next 5 or 100 years and beyond, long after anybody remembers that this mess was my fault. Now, there are those who have told us to fear the future, but it was in that spirit of change, panic, and uncertainty that we've made progress in the last 7 years, delaying the recovery, screwing up the healthcare system, and investing in my friends' green energy companies that went nowhere. And that's how we created less care and benefits for our troops waiting outside the VA for help. That's how we secured the freedom in every state to marry the person we love, who looks like a woman, dressed like a man, dressed like a woman. So there are 4 big questions we still have to answer. How do we give everybody a fair shot at opportunity and security in this new slow-ass economy? Because I still don't know how. Second, how do we make technology work for us and not against us, especially when it comes to solving climate change? Does NASA really have a weather machine or not? Third, how do we keep America safe and lead the world without actually doing anything? And how can we make our politics only reflect what's best in us and what's worse in Republicans? The reason a lot of people feel anxious is the economy has been changing in profound ways. Changes that started long before I got here. I'm talking about technology. Technology is the bad guy here, not me. So we really need to provide pre-K for all, including my vice president, who I just put in charge of curing cancer. I believe a thriving private sector is the lifeblood of our economy. But we can't let things get out of hand. Food stamp recipients did not cause the financial crisis. The government did. And illegal immigrants aren't the only reason wages haven't gone up, but they are the main reason. 60 years ago, when the Russians beat us into space, my family rooted for the Russians. That's who we are, but we can do so much more. People do not look to Beijing or Moscow to lead. They call us. And I don't answer the phone. And it's up to us, the United States of America, not to ever answer that phone. Priority number 1 is to look like I'm going after the terrorists and ISIL without doing too much damage. They don't actually threaten our national existence, and you are helping them recruit more terrorists if you think that. Just ask Osama bin Laden. As we speak, Iran has rolled back its nuclear program, shipped out its uranium stockpile, and captured 10 of our sailors. That's how we stop the spread of Ebola in West Africa. It's the right thing to do. 50 years of isolating Cuba have failed to promote democracy. JFK set us back in Latin America. Now we are helping them. That's American strength. That's American leadership. And that's why I will keep working to shut down the prison at Guantanamo. It's expensive, it's unnecessary, and it only serves as a recruitment brochure for our enemies, who we let out. We the people. Our Constitution begins with those 3 simple words. And democracy breaks down when the average person feels their voice doesn't matter because I signed an executive order taking away their rights and privileges under that Constitution. That's the America I know. That's the country I love. Optimistic that unarmed citizens and bigger government can walk hand in hand. And that's what makes me so hopeful about our future. And that's why I stand here, delusional as I have ever been, that the state of our union is strong. Thank you, and assalamu alaikum. Good night.